Hello, I'm John Cadillac Seville, and welcome to GCTV. And we've got a power pack segment for you right now. I've got Lydia to my left-hand side. I've got Fran. Hey, Fran. Also George and Vinny, the party animal, in the KC Hall. And we're going to talk a little bit about the Guilford Community Fund. So, Lydia, this is where I send it over to you.
All right, we're getting ready now for our big Valentine's dance, which this wonderful man, when he was honorary chair, offered to do this. He should have never offered, because when he offered, it became an annual thing.
I'm told they have to do this for the next 75 years.
That's what the people tell me.
That's right.
So it's a good thing you're only 21 yet. So he is doing that for us, and he is our DJ for the evening, and he always makes the party rock. He's so good. And then I very nicely do things for my friends. I'm so good for my friends. I always bring them on boards. So I got Fran on our board. She's brand new to our board.
Welcome,
this is her
Fran.
first year on the
Thank
board,
you.
her first term. And she volunteered very quickly to co-chair this dance with Pat, who is
Yes.
another member
Pat
of our board.
Corradino, yes.
And of course down here we have our wonderful knights who look always so lovely, knights in shining armor, who give us their hall so beautifully. So Fran is going to give us the details, the night of the dance, the time of the dance, some of the little things, and we're going to help her along on the decorations.
Yeah, a little bit of a time change this year, a little bit earlier, right?
We do. This year we're starting an hour earlier, so we're going to be starting at 7 o'clock, and the dance will run through 11 p.m. The dance is scheduled for Saturday, February 4th. Basically, it's a $20 donation per person, and you can also get a table for $200, and all of this is a donation. We have the dance rain or shine or snow. Since it will be in February, but we've never had to cancel. At least that's what I've been told.
Knock on wood.
Knock
We're
on wood.
hardy New Englanders.
Yes.
We're going to make it no matter what.
That's right.
And basically what you do is people will bring their own food, and it's a BYOB. And we supply the dessert, the coffee and the tea, decorations, and we will provide the entertainment, which will be you, and you're going to keep everyone rocking on
We're
that
going to rock
dance
the
floor.
house, and the whole point by that point, people want to get out of the house. The January, people want to get out
Cooped
there and
up.
work off some calories, and get out there and have some fun. And we gear the music toward the age group of the people that are there. So everybody goes away happy, and the whole thing is just bring the community together and have fun.
Absolutely, and it's going to be a great night. We're also going to have a raffle table, and we will be soliciting our merchants in town, looking for raffle prizes, so don't be surprised when we come knocking at your door. And it's going to be a fantastic night.
And usually we have about 50 to 55 raffle prizes.
Yeah.
And the other thing, John, not only do you want to get out because it's getting into that February blah time, it's time for you to think of the Valentine in your heart.
It's time to think about love.
Your loved one. And even
It's like Vinny, his
I
nickname's the
even
Love
said to
Doctor.
Vinny, he has to come this year with his wife. Vinny
Right.
needs to be there with his wife, and you also need to be there so
Absolutely.
that you can rock up a storm and have a good time.
George's going to be out.
And also this year, part of the decorations, because I'm in charge of that, we are going to have lovely roses on the table. So you will be able to give your loved one a rose. The theme, I think, this year should be roses
I
and
agree.
candles. What do you think?
I like that.
I love that. And a few butterflies, so we can flitter right off.
Does that mean I have to play the song "Roses Are Red, My Love"?
Oh,
You can do
okay.
that. Can you sing that?
No,
oh,
you
never
don't want to hear me sing.
But
No.
the reason why we do this dance, we have to tell our viewers why we do this dance. We try that every dollar that people donate to the Guilford Community Fund goes to the community and to the 22 organizations that we sponsor. We do this dance to help pay for our postage costs because we don't want to take it out of what you have given to us. So the dance and our golf tournament go towards, because postage can be a very heavy thing, so this goes towards that. So usually we do pretty good because the wonderful thing about this is you volunteer your time, so we don't have to pay you, so we have to give them a round of applause for that. And the raffle prizes are all given by people in town that own stores,
Like you said,
and so
55 to
wonderful.
60 of them, that's a lot.
Right? And the other thing is the Knights help us out by helping to give us the hall, and so all the money we raise goes right back to help for our postage. And so when you raise $3,000, $3,400 that way, and nothing's going to pay anything. That's a fun way to raise money and not take from you who give to our annual appeal. So that's one of the big things we do.
What you guys have done with that hall is just fantastic. I remember my first dance back in 1980, dating myself. It's a whole different hall now. I mean, you guys have really made it one great destination. It's a great place to be, so great job with that, Vinny.
Well, we definitely appreciate it, and that's why we're here, is because we definitely want to support what you guys are doing with the community. That's what the Knights do in Guilford, especially with our annual fundraisers that we have. It's been a win-win for us and for the community. We have a fish fry that we've been doing on an annual basis. We do our church carnival that's very well attended. It's also a good fundraiser for us. And the one reason we're here today is because we started a fundraiser that was exclusively done to help support the building, for the upkeep of the building. And that was a Halloween dance that we started doing a couple of years ago. And of course, John Cadillac Seville was gracious enough to get together with Christy Falcone and Rich Falcone from Happy Days Vending.
And boy, did they do a great job decorating that hall.
Oh, yeah.
It's like one big spook house. It's
Yeah.
so cool, you know?
So with that, we saw a really good thing going on here. The community was supporting it. And so we figure everything that we do, we always try to give back a little bit of what we do to the community. Last year we did the Women's Family Life Center, and they were really very appreciative of what we did. This year we decided to, again, keep it within the town, and the Guilford Community Fund came up and we discussed it. And obviously you guys roll everything right back in town, so we figure, why not just keep it in town? And so I asked our Grand Knight, George Aspens, to stop by and present a check to you guys and to help you at the beginning for the fundraiser for the February dance.
Wow.
Thank you.
So,
Wow.
Well, thank
Thank you,
you
Vinny and
so
George.
much.
Thank you.
you
George,
know,
you want to say something on behalf of the
Hey,
Knights?
George, why don't you come on and say something?
Well, we appreciate what you guys do, and we're here to help you. And as a team, we can do better. So next year we're gonna have our man over here do another Halloween dance for us, and hopefully we'll be able to make that better next year.
Oh,
Well, thank
that's
you. Thank you
wonderful.
for
Thank you
everything you do
so
in the
much.
community. But on behalf of the Board of Directors, I'd like to thank you for this generous
Welcome.
donation to the Guilford Community Fund, but in particular, this $500 donation.
$500 donation.
$500.
Thank you, guys.
I can't thank you enough.
Yeah.
This will go a long way to helping our member agencies and helping them meet the financial needs that they have, and in addition to helping us reach our goal of $140,000 this year. So I thank you both very much, and I thank the Knights
That's
for
what
all
we're
that
here
you
for,
do
so-
And
in the
Vinny and
community.
George, I mean, obviously there's people watching right now who may not really know exactly what the Knights of Columbus is all about. We kind of take it for granted. We hear the name. In like about 60 seconds, how can you describe what the Knights of Columbus
Knights
is
of
all
Columbus is a Catholic men's organization that's affiliated with the Catholic Church. We happen to have St. George's Church, which is our own church in Guilford. And what we are is we are the right hand of the church. We assist all our pastors in any needs that they need. We strive to better ourselves within our faith, to try to strengthen our faith by binding ourselves with other men and our families, and to try to take care of each other, whether it be financially, whether it be mentally support, and any kind of support that you need from a family is what we strive for. So we're looking for any man who is of Catholic faith, 18 years or older, that want to join the Knights of Columbus. And we're currently, right now, we're 238 members in our council. We just had a couple more. Actually, it's 242 now.
Wow.
So we had a couple
great.
more guys
That's
come in,
great.
and we're just growing. And the Knights are there for the church and for the community. And that's basically put in.
Yeah, well,
Plain
thank you for
English.
doing what you do. You know, just a bedrock of the community. Thank you.
And we want to say, as the president of the Guilford Community Fund, I want to say thank you for your generosity and for all that you do to us, even the generosity when you let us use the hall.
Yep.
It's just a wonderful, homey place to be, and we love going back there every year, and we're happy that we can be part of the family. And the key thing is, we were talking before you came on, when we were talking out there together, we said it's neighbors helping neighbors, and that's what we all are. And that came up so much this evening, and we can't thank you enough. And so on behalf, I will see Vinny when we get the tickets, and we're going to give you 4 complimentary tickets. 2 for you and 2 for you.
Oh, thank you.
Bring the lovely wives and have a wonderful
And
evening.
you're going to
that
have
night.
roses set up, guys, you know?
And you won't even
Look
have
like
to buy.
heroes.
See, you'll have a rose for her. You'll be all set.
Oh, we definitely appreciate it.
She'll think you gave her everything in the world and all, and then you can dance up a storm.
Well, knowing
That's
John's going to be there, my wife will be there. So John has seen us on the floor before. So.
All the time.
Right.
That's where you live, on the floor, too.
So.
But I'd like to also acknowledge some folks who are working behind the scenes here. I mean, the folks who are really doing the hard work. Svetlana Golitz. Hello, Svetlana. Also, Alexis Weiner. You know her? You know her?
Oh, yeah, she's my daughter.
That's right. Yeah.
And she's
Yep.
secretary,
And she's secretary.
She's the secretary. Mike Yancey, our director in the back.
honorary chair of the golf tournament,
Yep. And then we also have Mark Genusitis,
treasurer.
treasurer. Yeah. And then of course we have Fran we had talked about before. Shannon Gale, you know, the kind of like does all the hard work behind
Right.
the scenes.
And Shannon is now working on prepping up our whole website and making it look 100% better. So we
Wow.
thank her. She's got such talent. And we
What about
can't-
Sean?
We can't forget my vice president.
Yeah.
He works so hard. He's the greatest guy to work with. And he's a good complement to the Guilford Community Fund, and he works hard for the town of Guilford. He and I believe it was Mike and Sean, put the house up. So when you're going by the green, see the lovely house, watch that thermometer go up as
To
we raise.
$140,000,
$100,000.
guys. That's the goal. But you know, we're talking about Sean Canera and Mike Yancey in the back too with that. So, if anybody else has anything to add,
Yes, I would. I'd like to just mention to the community that if anyone has any interest in purchasing tickets, that they can call me at 203-887-2723, or they can call our co-chair, Pat Corradino, and her number is 203-421-3091, and that's to purchase tickets. Or if you just have any questions about the dance, we would love to see a huge turnout that night. It's going to be my first dance, so I'm excited and I can't wait to be there.
And we don't want to forget to say, if you also want to go on PayPal, you can get it on PayPal. Go to our website, www.guilfordcommunityfund.org.
Uh-huh.
It's getting late.
Nice.
And you can get it. And what you'll do is, because we'll have your name, when you come to the door, we'll have your ticket waiting
Right.
for you.
There'll be a will
with
call
rose.
table. There you go.
but it's going to be the perfect time once again. You know, first weekend of February, Valentine's Day, time to get out of the house, the winter blahs, get out there and have a whole bunch of fun. Bring a bunch of your friends, and let's make it a great neighbor helping neighbor Guilford event.
Right.
In
Absolutely.
the great town of Guilford, folks.
And when we get done, we're all going to rock out of here and rock on home, right?
Yes, we are. Vinny, George, Fran, Lydia, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Everybody here
Thank
for and behind the scenes, and also all of you watching on the other side. On behalf of GCTV, I'm John Cadillac Seville. Have a good night.
Good night,
Good
everyone.
night,
Good night.
everyone. Thank
Thank
you.